Alright, welcome back to Metal Heroes Review, episode number 83. This first of two I'm going to do today because I'm going to do one right after this video and the next two videos, just to get so I can get a little more done today for Juspion before I work on my anime. This one is discussing episodes 33 to 36 of Juspion. In 33, basically. Now 33 and 34 is kind of two standalone-ish episodes, while 35 begins a brand new storyline. And the whole thing with episodes 33 and 34, well, 33 is basically, let's let the Witch Giza give kids these pendants to allow them to use magic. No, that's not a joke. It's kind of basically what they do here with this one. And apparently, get this, the pendant itself actually becomes an actual Mega Beast known as Majin. I'm like, okay, yeah, the whole thing is about using bait to bring about a Mega Beast, yes. Oh, by the way, Majin, at the time he showed up, he was like 1, 2, 3, 4... He was the 8th to last Mega Beast seen in the entire series. Yeah, 8th to last one. But it's an interesting one, and then eventually the monster's defeated. But it's an interesting story. And it's all basically trying to do stuff with kids, per se. Now, in the case of 34, this is something that, believe it or not, this is something that was also seen in Sun Vulcan, believe it or not, where they kidnap a scientist to get his blueprints for something, and unlike the case of that one where the blueprints were actually in his head, there was some safe whatever. This one basically, it's like, okay, because they want to use a device to move the Earth, and he had the blueprints for it. Oh, and how did Magal sum all this? Simple, he read his essay. Yeah, and throughout the story, basically, even at one point, we actually have him find, like, probably the I don't think it's the main base, basically, of Mad Gallant, but it's one of the bases. I think it's, like, incredibly, I think it's got the works. It's got missiles, beam lasers, even landmines. So, they find out with the Professor 6 in a little while. How he finds the place is Professor, well, breaks out his restraints by nearly breaking his wrist, and destroys the barrier control, which allows Jasmine to find him. How the Jasmine itself upon this is interesting is that he finds a kid who turns to be a scientist's son early in the episode, where he just basically just standing at the like a shoreline, just where he's like just very mad and he thinks his dad's dead, and turns out that his dad's fine. He just hates his father because he's not home very much. That's kind of basically through this one, basically about fathers being away from their home, like because of work. But, in case you're curious though, where's the blueprints? It's on a microchip that's actually sewn into the kid's hat. Yeah, they find this about in the episode. Also, this features this first a Mega Beast in the episode, where it's basically like called Paragon. It's basically a robot. It's a battery/missile one. And guess what? This one actually returns. Yes. It is the only Mega Beast, aside from the one that appeared in episode 3, that actually does return after this. Oh yeah, definitely. But at least it has waited a long time. That one waited like pretty much like 22 episodes to appear into this. This other one waited only just 8, per se. Yeah. The 35 begins a brand new storyline. It basically advances the Golden Bird storyline, which had been dormant for quite a while, because it references the Golden Bird, but it's like, not much was done with it, and I guess they figured, oh crap, the series is going to end really soon, we got to advance this plot thread. So, Jasmine is hit with this beam of light, only he can see it, not Mare or Ani, and then after doing some research, apparently there was 6 other lights aside from his. And according to Edgy, this one was probably hoping for quite a while, and they search an area. Of course, they go visit. Of course, they contacted by the Nemica family. First time they've been contacted in the series is like episode, like first time they've been seen since like episode 20. I don't know. I think it was 26. I think it was. Yeah, it's been a while since they last appeared in the series. Also, the 2 couple were staying with them, and they're not even in the episode. I'm like, really? Yeah, I did not really get that. It's like they went to go stay with them, and they go to their house that's in this story, and they're not really in the episode. I'm like, seriously? Yeah, so basically they actually find this area. They draws an area where the Golden Bird was seen with this piece of the Galactic Bible. And we get a lot of development on this thing, which is the first time the Galactic Bible has been mentioned since episode 12. Yes, since episode 12, they finally bring this thing up again. Also, no Mega Base this episode. First time is episode 18. That one, 18, felt like a standard Metal Heroes episode. 35 was the first one since then, but it's the first one to feature an episode with no Mega Base, no mention Mega Base at all. At least I focus on one of Matt Gallant's thugs this time. So, basically that later. So, after searching the area, they can't find it, but eventually they do find it. Apparently, they just find it and read it. And apparently, there's supposed to be 5. There's supposed to be 5 children. The young hero, which is Juspion, which of course basically he is, and a baby. Yes, a baby. And just by sheer coincidence, the eldest daughter of this family that they first met back in episode 13, I think it was. Actually, it's 15. Kaneko, turns out she's actually a chosen one. They have to kind of protect her in the episode of Magallon's people. And eventually, after you have seen Edgy get a chance to do some fighting alongside Juspion, yeah, he gets kidnapped. And they try to force his memories, and Giz is try to read his memories. And Edgy's got very good defenses. He also is in the episode, he's lived for over 10,000 years. Despite the fact that Jaspion's very protective of him because he's an old man, he knows the fact that he's not stupid. That he's not some defenseless old man. He can take care of himself, no problem. The fact that Staff has also a fucking good weapon he uses. One thing also I appreciate about this series is that, unlike in other series where, in the previous Metal Hero series, where the lead character tends to be written to be a bit overconfident in one of the episodes, this one, no. There's never been an episode so far where Jaspion's going to be overconfident. I mean, he knows basically about the threat. He knows he can beat them, but he's not being overconfident about it. And I think, did he not learn his lesson? Not really. In case you're wondering, though, did Spielbahn go through this? Not really, no. I don't think he went through that one. Not even Metalder. Metalder never had a bout of overconfidence. It's like it was there in the original series, and Gavin and Snyder. Shervon, I think he did go through it too. My guess is I guess the writer probably was told, hey, don't do an episode where the character's overconfident again, because basically the viewers were not happy with that. And I guess Urahara is like, okay, I can do that. Yeah, so, of course, they find it. Of course, Jason finds him, frees him, and of course, he even had has in the fight with Saint Garth. We even have a tease, so we kind of know a little bit more about Saint Garth. There's some ancient demon. Apparently, he's like the negativity of the cosmos. And then after he's basically has a as is wounded by Jaspion once again. First time episode 12. He goes to his secret chamber where we briefly see his true form. And then he goes back to his normal look we normally see him, the one who thinks he's Darth Vader. Heck, we use his sword against Jaspion, which I thought was really cool. Yes. And so they never go family off to this other world where Edgy set up, and also they revealed that why Edgy's planet basically is a wasteland. Apparently there was some disaster there, and he brought the Galactic Bible there, and people have felt disaster. It's been suggested St. Garth was responsible for it, but they never actually. They say he's being caused destruction, but it's implied he did do that, but it's not exactly proven here. So, by the way, in episode 25, the Mega Beast that came back wasn't Edgy's home planet. It is basically this kid in this Mega Beast on this planet by themselves, because Edgy was on his planet for decades by himself. Which makes you wonder how the heck he was able to survive. It's probably due to some magic he has, being the Galactic Prophet. That's presumably, anyways. We don't really go into it at all. This also was the first time that he has appeared since when he appeared in episode 35. It was the first time he appeared since the episode where they featured Jaspion's parents. Which, that was in episode 18. That was technically the last time that Edgy appeared in the series. Yeah, I think it was last time he physically appeared, because I don't think he appeared since then. It's like he'd been absent since episode 18. And you would think, like, that they might actually do something with the character. Like, I was kind of surprised to see the guy again, because you watch the series, like, wait, where the heck is Edgy? Oh, here he is again, in 35. And he's here as the next plot thread of the series. So, of course, there's where they float, and of course, it's kind of like a little base for Jaspion, where he's not his own ship, which is quite nice. And then the next episode, they go trying to find the other 4 children, and of course, the patriarch of the Nemra family goes with them. Basically, he just goes around, just asking beams. He doesn't touch the children. Jaspion, of course, he actually, by the way, we actually find out who the 5th child is. It's this girl appears in this episode, who's with a single mom who's pregnant. Where the father is, don't know. There's no mention of either he passed away at some point, or he's out of the country on business. But really good gripping story here with this 136. Sadly, Put 136 is also be the final appearance of Giza, the sorceress in first period, episode 29. This will be her 8th and final appearance of the series. Yeah, she has a really good battle sequence with Jaspion, where she gets stabbed, and this time she actually is defeated. She doesn't get beheaded and sliced. This time she's actually stabbed, then sliced, and she's destroyed, killing her. And you're like, wow, that was a short tenure. 8 episodes? Yeah, 8. Like I mentioned before, the actress at the time when she first came on the series, she was only 31. Yeah, 31 years old. When she appeared on RX, which appeared, I think, in 88, I think it was. Let's see. Yeah, first episode appeared in 88, so she was roughly 34. But, no denying the fact this woman at the time probably was a very lovely woman. I think now she must be about 70. I think she turned 70 just last year, so she's probably going to turn 71 this year. My guess is probably they didn't have much plans for her, so they just have her get killed off after a very short period of time for her. By the way, this has not been the only Metal Hero series she was on. She's also on Winspector. And she also appeared on X-Draft and the series Jan Person. So, she comes back in the Heisei era series for basically the first series she gets back in is X-Draft. Actually, it was Winspector. Which came out in 1990, roughly 2 years after she played Maribon. I think at the time when she came on that series, she probably was pushing 40. Yep. Oh, and we spent the next 2 episodes with no sorceress. Well, we still have Brahma and Galu. Yeah, they're still here. Yeah, but we're not going to be out of sources very long because the Wobia sources will show up in a future episode. Yeah. But as of this point in time, for Mega Beast, there's only 5 left. Yes, only 5 more to go. And that's it. Yeah. Excuse me. But we're going to get basically some more interesting characters show up in a future episode. Don't worry about that. Yep. So yeah, that's particularly a particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit the dislike button. Next up, we have is Case Closed. And the reason why I'm reviewing it now, because I watched it last night. I did not get time to review it last night, so I'm reviewing it now, and then do a comment corner after I do 4 more episodes of Juspion. Okay? Let's go. Bye.